In his study, the man sits with a marriage contract spread before him, while the woman across from him appears distracted. What the man doesn't realize is that the woman's mind isn't focused on contract terms, but rather on having a child with him as quickly as possible. Her other child desperately needs a bone marrow transplant, and only a child with him might provide a compatible match. However, the man interprets her urgency as having ulterior motives, convinced she wants to use a child to claim his fortune. Before the woman can explain further, he decisively refuses. The woman doesn't give up. She picks up a pen, feigning confusion and claiming illiteracy, asking the man to come closer and help interpret the document. The moment he leans down, she swiftly produces a prepared silver needle, precisely hitting his pressure points to immobilize him. She accomplishes her plan, then leaves behind a brief note stating we'll never meet again before departing with resolute determination. After regaining mobility, the man reads the message with both fury and suspicion. Determined to find the woman and learn the truth, he immediately mobilizes all resources, posting a substantial reward to track her down. A year later, needing to take her 2 children abroad for medical treatment, the woman has no choice but to entrust the child she had with the man to a nanny's care. Meanwhile, the man finally traces the child's whereabouts and has him brought back to live under his care. 5 years pass swiftly. The woman returns home with her 2 recovered children. At the airport, she encounters the man face to face. Wearing a mask, she goes unrecognized, but her 2 children stare at the man's retreating figure with inexplicable familiarity, sensing some special connection to him. One girl quietly follows the man to the restroom area, mustering courage to carefully ask for his address. At the children's insistence, the woman finally agrees to move to the man's residential complex. The next morning, the woman encounters the man again in the building's elevator. He still doesn't recognize her, and they merely exchange brief glances before looking away. When the elevator opens, the woman sees her child wearing unfamiliar clothes. Though puzzled, thinking the children look similar anyway, she doesn't question it and takes the child home. She doesn't realize that this boy in strange clothes is actually the child she left behind years ago, now raised by the man. Meanwhile, the man discovers his ward is missing and frantically rushes out to search. In the complex's garden, he spots the woman's 2 children who look identical to his own child. Immediately assuming one of them is his missing child, he takes the boy home. When 2 children wearing different clothes but with completely identical faces accidentally meet in the man's home, a remarkable story about bloodlines and identity has only just begun.